What's one thing that made you say, never fucking again? And why? Jerking off with soap that had tea tree oil as an ingredient. For those of you who don't know, that shit fucking burns. And that burning feeling stays for a while after you frantically wash it all off. College class at 8 a.m. as a night owl. Hanging out with someone who's a self-admitted asshole. He proved himself right. Debating on the internet. Too many people think of like a competition you can win with a snappy comeback. Too many people forget they're talking to actual people and actually try to see their side of things. Now instead I try to rationalize my position and see their side. The only problem is I still end up arguing with people who are just there to mock me or to make snappy comebacks. Alcohol and cocaine almost ruined my life. Started drinking at 16, started doing coke at 26, and took till I was damn near 41 to quit. Dumped my last baggie of blowout beside my garage 23 years ago and haven't touched the shit since. Meth. I was a hardcore amphetamine pill addict and said fuck it one night and smoked a shitload of meth. I was up for 2 or 3 days. By the last day I was well into psychosis and left town. Stayed in a hotel room for a few days to make sure I didn't become a meth addict and to evaluate what the fuck I was doing with my life. I didn't stop the pills immediately, but I'm never fucking doing meth again. Living with a couple. Roommates suck in general, but 3 times in my life I split an apartment with a couple and it was awkward at best, and truly miserable when they fought. Getting an endometrial biopsy. Worst pain of my life. If I ever to get cancer they can just take the whole damn uterus out. I'm not going through that again without anesthesia. Peppermint essential oil. Why? My darling spouse read online you could use it on lady bits to provide a tingling sensation. Decided to do so to me. Didn't read the bit about majorly diluting at first. The result? The sensation of 1,000 fire ants biting my most intimate parts while simultaneously being submerged in lava, and since it's an oil, washing it off did jack shit. I sobbed in a half-full bathtub whilst rubbing my cooch with a towel doused in vegetable oil. The remedy, according to the internet, 0 tenths do not recommend. Never again. Edit a number. I had my gallbladder removed after a gallstone. I thought I was having a heart attack and called an ambulance. While I waited I started to arrange all of my finances for my wife. The hospital ran a zillion tests, told me it was a gallstone, and the only real solution was to remove the whole gallbladder if it came back. If it came back? Yup. Fuck that shit. I told the doctor I would never go through that pain again and he could schedule me for surgery then and there. I've had women tell me the pain from a gallstone lodged in the duct is worse than childbirth and I believe them. No way was I going through that again. Open up my home to help someone. She ended up being a manipulative, miserable cuss of a person who made my and my children's lives miserable. My husband, now ex, refused to see beyond her vagina and ignored his own kids' pleas for help. Kids and I moved out and he's now miserable and alone with no relationship with his kids. Cunt left him at the first sign of his financial troubles. Introducing a friend to another one. Have fun being third-wheeled. Yeah, never buying weed again after wasting nearly $500 a month on weed during 5 years of university. $500 on average per month. 12 months by $500 equals $6,000. $6,000 by 5 years equals $30. 0 I wasted on weed when I could have been a smart person and saved that money in order to pay off some of my student loan debt. Note: this does not account for the thousands of dollars wasted on beer and liquor per month of those 5 years in university. if factored in and accounted for on average, then it will show that I wasted a fuck ton of my possible savings, thus leading to me to be in severe debt, along with a bunch of other factors adding on to my debt. So note to any future college students, don't waste all your money on weed and alcohol. Driving through an intersection immediately upon my light changing to green, some asshole ran a red one day and almost T-boned me on the driver's side. Never again. I always wait for a few seconds before I start driving through an intersection. Longer if there's a blind corner. Working retail. I think it's something every young person should do at once. People suck, especially with our bullshit culture of the customer is always right. Doing cocaine for 8 straight hours. The come down was quite possibly the most hellish experience of my life. Trusting voicemails. Back in the mid-2000s, I got one of those scam calls saying that I owed a lot of money and needed to call them to get an account squared. I was scared and didn't want police coming after me. I was torrenting a buttload of movies and TV shows at the time and didn't want them seizing my computer. I called them up and asked them how to get this figured out, assuming that a couple grand would be worth the fines and jail time. I kept asking questions. I kept imploring for more information. I wanted to know exactly what account I was giving to, the name of my contact there, and exactly which Walmart their payment partner was distributing their money cards. I was legitimately terrified, but I think my constant questions spooked them. They said, "Good luck in court. We're sending the police now," and hung up. That was the moment I started to realize this might not be a legitimate thing. I tried calling them back, got somebody to pick up, and when I read them back my case number and contact name, they said to stop wasting their time and hung up again. I did a bit of research, and by a bit, I mean literally 2 seconds on Google, and discovered that police and banks won't call you to resolve outstanding debts. And they certainly won't give you just 1 hour to fix it. I felt really dumb falling for a scam, but also felt really lucky that the scammers couldn't answer my deluge of questions. Nowadays, I independently verify every such thing. Voicemail, email, text. If you put a phone number or URL in that thing, I'm going to skip it and take the scenic route instead. I'll call my bank's branch directly using the number listed on their official website. I'll contact a company using their official customer service line. I'll sign in to my own account using my own bookmark or search result, and not use the login button in the email. Since then, I've had very good luck avoiding scams and blocking these overseas criminals. They almost got me once, but afterwards, never fucking again. Getting back together with an ex. If it didn't work out the first time, it's likely that it won't the second time either, especially if that relationship was toxic to begin with. Working at McDonald's, no need to elaborate. Almost every weekend I watch the Cowboys, because they usually cowboys it up pretty good.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.